a previous video I showed you how to use the 38900 spark plug thread repair kit on the RF1 2LE engine. This is the head that has the extra step material above the spark plug. So our customers have used the Calvan 38900 on this particular head. Sert cautions that the extra step material is going to make the spark plug sit up a little higher, which is true. Spark plug does sit up higher than its normal position with the 38900 on the 01 and up RF1 2LE heads like this one right here. I just wanted to see how much further and compare them. So now we're doing or on our previous video I should say first, is we did the first hole here with the 38900. The second hole we're going to use the 5553 and see where the spark plug is positioned in comparison. So let's just get started. The reason that this can be used with, or the 5553 can be used on this style head, is because it has this counterbore to remove that extra step material. The way this counterbore works, it's got a portion of it that acts as a stop that rests in the tapered seat, the original tapered seat. So once that gets there, the counterbore will stop cutting. So it usually will go down up to 3/8 of an inch. So you could conceivably use this on heads that you're not sure if it's a Romeo style head or not. The only thing is it's just going to go down and get to the tapered part of the spark plug anyways. So it's best to know what you're working on, but if you didn't know if it was a Romeo or Windsor style head and it was 01 up, you could conceivably use that. Now this is just a quick video here. I'm not attempting to give you full instruction on how to use this 5553 kit. Go by the instructions. This is no substitute for following the instructions. Now you will want to lubricate the tooling and all, and on this one we have the head off of the vehicle. Obviously this kit is designed, and the Calvan kit as well, is designed to be used on the vehicle, so you certainly don't have to take the head off to do this, but for our video purposes this one is off, so that's what we're using today. So this wrench you can tighten with a little Allen screw there, and you can put that on all of Sert's tooling, which lengthens the reach because you're working down in the spark plug well. So this is going to fit snugly, and once you get it on there, you can use a 5/8 or 16 millimeter ratchet, and that's going to make that cut on that step, that extra step material. You will probably want to mark this socket like Sert says, so that you can see how much you've cut, so you kind of know when you're done. You can also look at the tooling. You can keep removing it frequently and looking at it and kind of see the marks on it and see how far that you've cut down. Yeah, I kind of felt this one when it cut through the step material. What you can do is remove it, clean the debris, and go again. To save a little time, I'm not doing that right now, just for demonstration. Okay, so Obviously, if you're doing this on the vehicle, you're going to want to have safety glasses on, because whenever you go to blow the debris out, it may blow right back up in your face. So since this is off, it's not as crucial. Not a bad idea to wear safety glasses anyways, but once you blow all that out, you're going to be using the wrench on the tap. That'll be next. So we're taking the extension wrench to put on the tap, locking that down in, and then we're taking the little Allen and tightening the set screw up on that. That's going to hold that and keep it from falling in. That's important. You don't want to drop that in the cylinder. Here on the bench, not as crucial, but if you're doing it on the engine or on the vehicle, you certainly don't want to drop that tap down in. So you will be using some WD-40 is what I like to use. You can also use grease on that tap. I like to use WD-40. Guys use different things, their preference. So normally on this you'll use a hand ratchet. I like to use a hand ratchet. This is just a demonstration head that I'm using for videos. So I'm just going to use the air to speed up the process. See it through the other side. You can feel it when it starts to spin freer as well. So once we've done that, the Sert uses a installer tool that you screw onto the insert. You'll want to clean this out with brake clean, compressed air. You'll be putting a permanent type thread sealer on the threads. Again, this is for demonstration purposes, so I'm not going to go and do that particular step. You'll want to put take your wrench that we're using for all the tooling. We're going to take this off, the tap there, and we're going to put it on the installation tool. And actually you don't use the little one. This has actually a bigger Allen that's in the center. So you use the long Allen wrench that goes down the center of the tool and snug that up. Once that's snug and you have this clean, have it prepared, ready to go, you're able to put the Loctite on there and then install this. This threads in. And again, I'd probably use a hand ratchet, but to speed the process up, we'll use air. So once that's on tight, you'll need to take the Allen and go back down and loosen that screw up. And a little harder there. I need to use some pliers because you don't have much leverage there. But loosen that up, and then you can remove the wrench and the tooling there. But after you loosen that, you do have to thread it off still. So then it comes back. It's threaded, so when you're releasing the Allen screw, you're just keeping it, you're loosening it up from the insert, but it is still threaded, so you need to back it out. So that's basically it. Okay, one of the final steps with Sert is you need to use the installation driver. This is going to cold roll the bottom of the threads of the insert there. It's going to finish the threads, and expand the bottom of the insert, locking it into place. I'm going to put some driver oil on the driver. Already put a little bit on there previously, so we're going to run this down and expand and lock that insert in so we can install the spark plug. And once you start tightening that, they advise you not to don't start backing out until it's installed all the way. Once it turns a certain number of turns, you'll start to feel it free up and go in. Then that way you'll know that it's done its job, it's completed the end and expanded the insert like it should. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this spark plug in. I usually start them by hand, obviously, so you don't cross thread it and damage the work that we just did. So. Okay, so that's in. You can take more care with that if you want to not over tighten it or under tighten it. You can torque it if you don't want to. If you're not comfortable with the feel of how tight the spark plug should feel. Okay, so we've used the Calvan insert on the first cylinder, and then on the second one back we've used the time Sert. You can see on the reach that they each have. They're pretty close actually. They're sticking out about the same distance as they were originally, and so there is a little bit of difference. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of difference. That's probably why we haven't had any problems reported with using the Calvan. But both of these are good kits. We sell each of them, and we've had really good feedback with both. So we just want to do a little demonstration video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or give us a call.